Hey everybody, this is Dr. Gina, and we are here with a guest today to talk about Manifest Monday. And we are going to be talking today about imaginary manifestation. So why are we going to talk about this? Well, we have our new little social media person here, Callie. She's doing a great job. She's got my alumni stuff on. Oh, you boomer sooner. And one of the things we were talking about is after she helped with the video last time when we were talking about The Secret, and she's like, oh yeah, people my age really, and I'm gonna let you talk about that. So I thought the whole idea was really fun because I do see that across the board, but it's interesting to hear you talk about your generation.
Oh yeah. So when my generation started like reading The Secret, when we all kind of grew up a little bit and wanted to be millionaires, our perception of The Secret was you just have to sit down and speak and just beg the universe for what you want rather than actually getting up and putting action behind your thoughts and desires.
So you said you kind of just would speak it and think about it. Did you try that yourself?
Oh yeah. I spent the majority of my freshman year of college just sitting in my dorm. Please make me a millionaire. Please make me a millionaire.
And how did that work for you?
I'm not a millionaire.
Oh, okay.
Not quite there yet.
Yeah, so, blab it and grab it is some of the old Christian jargon that used to name it and claim it, so, Christians really gravitated onto the concept of The Secret because that just reinforced that whole idea, didn't it?
Exactly.
So, but let's talk a little bit about you sitting here right now doing this little video, editing at 21 years old?
20 years.
20 years old.
Yes.
Was that a dream you had?
It has always been a dream of mine, actually. Me and one of my best friends, like all throughout elementary school and high school, actually had our own YouTube channel. So I've always kind of been into like editing and wanting to do this as a career. And now that I got a call from y'all, it's kind of...
So was it magic?
Cool.
I mean, did it just like somehow transcend time and I'm like, I think there's this person out there named Callie that we have to get in here. What was the process? Because let's talk a little bit about the process, kind of the science of manifestation. So what was the process that happened?
Well, I started thinking about jobs that I needed and jobs that I wanted, and kind of instead of just applying to random jobs and any jobs I could think of, I started applying to things that I wanted to learn about and things that I wanted to do with my life. And
okay, so let's stop there. Let's recap because that's a really good principle. So when you want something, you first have to hone in on what is it I really want. And then you have to hone in on how do I go about whatever range of
how do
intention
I get in
have.
the same wavelength as what I want is basically what my second question was. After I figured out what I wanted, it was how do I get my energy to match where the energy of everything I want is coming from?
Okay, and that's called intentionality. So intentionality is really honing in your intention on what it is you want and seeing yourself in that. Okay, let's go to step 2.
So step 2, after I got the call, I was very positive and I kind of kept speaking it in existence. Even when Corey called me, I kept saying, I just can't wait. I'm so excited. So kind of after I had the opportunity presented to me, I took the time to sit with myself and kind of center my mind around this is my opportunity and this is what's going to happen for me.
Okay, so point number 2 is when you have the opportunity arise, instead of doubting yourself, you want to jump in and really feel the matched energy to what it is you want to do.
Exactly. You almost want to like affirm it. It's like a physical affirmation almost.
So then what happened?
Well, then I got the job. And
well, tell what you had to do to get the job. There was another step.
I came in here and I met Dr. Gina and I met Corey and I told them everything I was interested in. And Dr. Gina's work is actually something that I like to look into on my free time. So that was another synchronicity for it. And once all that happened, and once
that was a big word, synchronicity. Wow, I'm impressed. A 20-year-old. That's a big, powerful word. So
I feel
that's
like those
important.
are huge signs in manifestation. When you notice like the time 1111 or 444 or just like I don't know, like the way your work and my like hobbies matched up so well. Like I feel like a synchronicity is almost like another affirmation of like this is like you're on your right path. This is where you're supposed to be
So
going.
what I'm hearing you say is synchrony is when you start seeing things affirmed in both internally and externally that
Exactly.
seem to complement and to validate the journey that you're on.
Exactly.
Okay, that's awesome. So you met us, and I will say her energy was what attracted me because she actually wore a halter top to her interview. Oh my God.
Generation
And
Z. Woo!
and I'm like, okay, overlook the halter top. She's 20 years old. But her energy and really, but you notice how she's dressed today, boomer, sooner, yellow, more appropriate. But, you know, overlooking that because her energy was so enthusiastic and not only her skill set, but her ideas of what she brought to the table. So let's recap a little bit. What was point number one?
So point number one was kind of looking for what I wanted, deciding what I wanted, and then taking a step into looking for exactly what I wanted.
And what was step number two?
Step number two, just affirming it within myself and coming in and affirming it with them.
Okay, but it's an action step. So you had to make a call, you had to respond, you had to take the steps, you had to write it out, you had to, have a resume. So all of those are action steps that match your step one. Mm-hmm. Then what happened in step three?
Step three, I put that action to use and I showed them everything that happened and everything that I had to offer. And then that's when I started affirming it to everybody.
And you had the energy and in your mind, where did you see yourself?
I saw myself getting this job and learning a lot from it.
And here she sits, our little Zen, whatever it is, our Generation Z that is here with us. And she brought in some actual manifestation through action steps, thoughts, synchronization. So don't just think you can fade away your way into manifestation. She's a great example. This is Dr. G.